1,000 bottles, 4 days, and 1 person. Let's go. My morning started super early because I had to do lots of testing to see which printer settings were the best, and I ran out of ink already, so we're off to a great start. I did have to go to my part-time job, which my mother graciously offered to drive me to so that I could cut some labels in the car. And 9.5 hours later, I got home to this. With this order being such a short notice, I had to get the bottles off Amazon, and to save you the trouble from pausing the video to count, it's 17 boxes. I don't have a business warehouse. These got delivered to my apartment. My neighbours and the delivery man must have thought I was crazy. And then there was zero time to relax. Jumping straight into this job, I wrote down the recipe for such a large batch and I started making them. Although this 5-litre polysorbate jug definitely made me laugh for about 15 minutes because I've only ever gotten the litre before. By this point, my other bottled preservative still hadn't arrived, so I could only do 125 bottles this night. This, my friends, is my trusty bucket that comes out every single time I need to do a large batch of things. And a large batch this was like half of the fragrance. This is 125 bottles, not even 250. And also look, I'm learning editing for you guys. You're welcome. Now, I did test the pH balance, and as you guys can see, it's a 6. I need it to be below a 5, roughly about a 3 and a 4. So how I do that is with citric acid. Not every preservative is the same. You might need a different ingredient, but my particular one is citric acid. And look at that color difference. This shade is in between a 3 and a 4, which is perfect. It means my preservative is going to start activating and no bacteria or mold will grow in this water-based room spray. Now, these bottles all came individually wrapped, and let me tell you, it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get to this point here. The sad thing is that this video is sped up by 10 times the speed. It was such a slow process, but I got the 125 bottles done. And then finally, it was time to add the lids, go to sleep, and get ready for day 2.